Update. Okay. All right, guys. So it's been a month since I started learning French again. And I think for those who have been following my journey on my page, you would understand definitely that I talked about the fact that I went back to French school. I've been trying to learn this language for some time. And it's without work, travel, anything comes up, just breaks that schedule and I have to start all over again. So this time around, I decided to start all over again and I've been taking classes. I have been practicing. I have been learning. I have been watching movies. I've been listening to French podcasts. I have my French grammar easy learning here, Collins, and I also have my dictionary that I also use. This is English and French, so I use this to get an understanding. Parler, avoir, être, s'il vous plaît, je ne comprends, the rest of them. But anyways, it has been helpful so far so good. So this is me 1 month in. What have I learned? I think the first things would be that for the language, you don't need to rush yourself to learn the language, right? You need to have grace for yourself. So when I mean grace, for people who speak French, they speak very fast. Even my tutor, when they speak, I'm always like, until when they have to break it down, I was like, oh, okay. So grace is what you need, first of all. Like you need to forgive yourself ahead. So that when you get to that stage where you make mistakes, you're not looking down on yourself. The second thing again that I've learned is confidence. Oh God. They're not the buy this off for market. You have to build this up for yourself. When it comes to speaking identification, like when you need to identify maybe words, or you need to identify the interpretation to English, right? You need to have that patience and grace for yourself. So for me, I've been enjoying that and confidence. I think last week when I was with my tutor, I was in the online class with my tutor and I was reading. While reading, I was doubting myself. But guess what? As I pronounced the words, she was like, oh, c'est bon. So you're correct. And I'm like, I'm correct. Like the expression of my face was like, what? So I'm actually correct. So just imagine. So, and this is just me as a beginner. So I'm applying all those things. And in this 1 month that I started learning French, I've listened to French 101, or without listening or watched French 101. I have watched and listened to Learn French with Alexa. Man, that woman is good. She has been doing this for years. So some of the old videos for beginners as far back as 8 years, right? 9 years, 7 years, 6 years. And I find her videos very understandable for as an English speaker to learning French. She's a French woman teaching French, so she would always have to translate, give us examples. So yeah, so what else again? I followed a lot of French accounts on TikTok, most especially, and then Instagram, just so that my algorithm can change, so that if I scroll past maybe 2, 3, 4 posts, the next post should be like a French post. And I've been seeing a lot of Benin Republic accounts. Shout out to you all. I've been seeing a lot of Benin, that's African speaking, those who speak French or living in West Africa. I'm following a lot of the accounts. So I've been immersing myself in the French culture. What else again? Movies. I tried watching some movies on Netflix. I think the latest was Cash Queens. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I was just like, nah, this is higher version. Like this is the higher version speaking of French. But I had to just watch a little bit, just read the subtitles, follow what they're saying. What else again? Yeah, so it's just reading. Then writing, yes, my writing has improved. I've been doing so well writing. When it comes to identification, like identifying things, my numbers, I know my 1 to 20, I know my 30 to 100, I know 1,000, I know 10,000, I know 1 million. I know how to break down numbers when I need to translate them, like 500, and let me say 2026, for instance, is do 2026, right? That's 2026. One of the hardest thing for me is reminding myself that there's vendredi when saying the days of the week. When I move from lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, and then I move to samedi, I forget that there's vendredi. So that's the problem for me. Now I'm trying to remind myself that there's vendredi, and vendredi is Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so samedi, dimanche. Oh, months of the year, it's year and there. We are still year and there, but I know it. Yeah, Janvier, February, Mars, Avril, May, Juillet, Août. I think I've skipped one. September, October, November, December. I think I skipped one, either June or July, whatever it is. But that's it. But at least I know 90 80% of these things. I'm now learning first, second, third, so that I can just catch up because I know my numbers. So I think learning that that'll be easy peasy for me. Now, to some words that I love. It's not bonjour, it's not merci. Oh my God. They didn't tell me that there's Ilia. Hey, they didn't say it. They didn't tell me since that there's the word Ilia. Oh my God. It gives this French language also gives you like this attitude. So I love the word Ilia, which means there is, right? I also love c'est bon, okay, good. S'il vous plaît, which is please. Désolé, which is sorry. Exactement, which is exactly. God, I love that word. Exactement, like you're saying it with so much French accent inside. Exactement. I'm speaking, don't judge me, and I'm learning. So, but these are the few things that I've grabbed. Je ne sais pas. Oh, I love this one, which is I don't know. Aye. When you say Olori, je ne sais pas, I am laughing because I love these words, right? What else again? Yeah, so now I think the latest one is Kesco. Hey God. The word sounds very simple, but writing it is difficult. Like, annoys me that why this long words and it's just Kesco. So Kesco has been the latest for me at this stage because that's where we are right now. Both for my physical and online classes, I've been doing some of that. So yeah, let me just see if another thing again that I learned is the French syllable, right? I learned the French syllable, which is the oh God, now I can't pronounce it. Jesus, let me try. I'm just gonna try. La Sentegu, la Sentegu, la Son grave, la Cédille, la Trema, le Sacofle. Please pardon me, French people, right? There's actually a difference with the accents, like the writing, the pronunciation. Like Cédille, for instance, is where the word français, which is the C with the S under. You pronounce it as français instead of the C. Pronounce it as Hess. Oh God, I also learned the liaison part of it, which has been mind-blowing for me, where you have to join S and A, make it sound like K or S or something like that. I'm trying to open my notes so that I can, yeah, I've seen it. So, liaison, where D becomes T, where S becomes Z, where X becomes Z, right? So when you have words like nous avons, so nous avons, vous aimez, so that S becomes Z. So that's where you hear the Z part of it. I had to take notes, take notes, right? I had to take notes. So, but so far so good. I'm getting there. I am getting there. The assignment. Oh God, I love the fact that the assignments come with listening. You have to listen. There's an app we use. You listen to the comparison or the write-up, and then you have to figure out the answer. Now, this helps you to know your name, your nationality, the gender, the city, the profession. So I know some of those things when it comes to profession, when it comes to cities, when it comes to what's that word again? Let me see. There was something we practiced in class, which was I think I dropped a video about it that week, which is practice in class for presentation. Je m'appelle Tosin, je suis Nigerian, je suis journaliste, je suis gentil, je parle anglais et français, j'habite à Lagos, j'ai 26 ans, j'ai un chien. Right, so that's like a presentation to introduce myself to new people, which I have to do formally because French is formal, informal. It's also gender-based, male, female, right? So you need to know when you're saying the particular word that you need to say. Okay. Yeah, so I think, like I mentioned earlier, the latest word is Kesco, God, and I'm getting myself acquainted with it. Kies, Seki, Seki, I'm learning all of that. Also reminding myself that there's a subject, there's a verb, and also the object. Yeah, so practice makes perfect, which is one thing I know, and I'm not rushing my journey with learning French. I'm taking it a step at a time because I need to be able to speak. I know how to write. I know how to identify. I think it's just the speaking part, with the liaison, with the words, the pronunciation, the ABCD in French is different from our English ABCD. Sometimes I'm trying to read and I'm reading already in English. I'm supposed to read in French, especially with the accent. When the E is going left way or the right way, or the E has a cap on it, or the hair has a cap. I need to pronounce it that way, right? Something with a cap. I'm trying to remember Il en quel âge? So il en quel âge? Imagine me saying il en quel age. It's wrong. So I have to always put that in mind. Right. So my journey, that has been my journey so far, so good. 1 month in, and I'm excited. I'm happy. I am happy. This is when I need to put, this is when I can say, okay, I can speak English, Yoruba, Pidgin, and Francais, like French, right? I'm there. I'm there. I'm getting there. I'm Benny, you know. So thank you all. Like I said again, to those who have been following me, I put like my weekly summary of what I've learned on TikTok, you know, on my channel or whatever it is, and just use that to see me speak or learn. Let me try something we did in class. Let me see. Okay, let me try. We did something in class that had to do with presentation. Oh, I already said it. Okay. Yeah, I think I already said it. But with the presentation, it's one thing to always practice, you know, all the time. And yeah, when it comes to numbers, one of the key things that I was fast to learn about numbers is 60, 70, 80, 90. You see those four numbers, they are very tricky. And whichever you now get to 89 to 99, very tricky. If you don't know your 1 to 20, your 30 to 90, you will be in soup. 81 or 80, for instance, is 80, right? Which is 4 in 20 places or 20 in 4 places. I don't know how they came to that calculation. Now you want to do 90, which is 90, which is 80 plus 10. That's your 90. Now you want to do your 91. Your 91 is 91 is your 90. 92 is your 92. Not the, you know, you won't start from 1. You are continuing like 11, 12, 13, 14, right? 100 is son. 1,000 is mil. A million is on million. That's a million. So to do your hundreds is simple. To do it is simple. But once you know those key between 20 to 99, you are good to go. So I was able to crack that on time because no. So I mean that's it. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next French video. Au revoir.